7:37, time to focus on business now. Business editor Mike Eppel joining us. Mike, oil is back on a roller coaster ride again.
And productivity levels expected to drop sharply tonight as everybody's watching that game as well, Ted. We've got the price for oil coming off a 6.5% one-day sell-off yesterday. That was preceded by 2 days of intense buying in the oil market, where crude jumped by 10% in Monday and Tuesday's trade. So up to start the week and down sharply yesterday. This morning, up a couple of percentage points again. It's volatility to the max. It is the market trying to figure out if there's more demand from overseas or just too much supply, and how this will all lead to refining operations. Yesterday, we found out that U.S. oil supply levels hit the highest again in about 80 years. And even as they're shutting down more pumps in the United States, we saw backlogs up by 10 million plus barrels in a single week. It was a remarkable number. The expectation was for much less, and that resulted in that drop-off in oil yesterday. So again, we've got that as a key focal point for the Toronto stock market, the energy-related stocks, and in the wake of merger and acquisition activity. Of course, that huge deal announced yesterday between Royal Dutch Shell and BG Group of the UK. It's going to be a Tech Friday coming up. If you have to have the latest and greatest product, well, Samsung's coming out with their S6 smartphone, which has really gotten very strong reviews from the people who follow these things, because the S5 was sort of an underperformer, and it led to slumping profitability for the likes of Samsung. So they're coming out with that new smartphone tomorrow. Apple, at 3:01 a.m. New York time, will start pre-orders for the Apple Watch. And how big a seller that's going to be. People who have actually worn the Apple Watch in a beta form say, you know what, it actually keeps you away from watching your smartphone so much and more to what's on your wrist. So that's going to be interesting for Apple's earnings, and of course it'll have implications for those heavily weighted stocks. And we come into this day with the TSX on a winning streak, up 5 days in a row. And Wall Street looking at a little bit of a give back in the early trade this morning, and some records too on Eurozone stocks. Ted, back to you.
All right, good stuff. Michael, before I let you go, I'm glad to see you're wearing Flames red in your tie today.
Yes, that's exactly why I wore this tie today, to cheer on the home team.
All right. We appreciate it.
There you go.
Send the positive vibes west. Send it west, my friend. Good stuff. Mike Eppel reporting, by the way. You can hear Mike on 660 News at 26 and 56 after the hour.